You see up there some of the regulars, some new names. This could get very exciting here, folks. As we look at the lineup, it's going to be Garmin and Stewart on the front row, Jonathan Wright, Eddie Baker on the second row, Michael Whiting and Brandon Veers on the third row. Brandon Vyers on the third row, Brian Burkhart and Jim Johnson on the fourth row, Graham Nucky and DJ the Iceman Kenner rounding out the top 10, Spencer Brown, Dakota Wilson 11th and 12th. 13th is Sean Crooks. Drew Warren is 14th. Jason Holder 15th. Zach Bache is 16th. Tom the Missile Land is 17th. Brandon McLaughlin 18th. Skylar Massey 19th. And Tyler Robertson starting in 20th. 21st is Michael Scruggs. Patrick Coluccio is 22nd. 23rd is Kevin Martin. And Michael Crocker back in 24th. Bit of a surprise out of him. Mason Neal, problems in qualifying, will start 25th. As the guys line up on pit road and get ready to go racing. Just a quick look through the field there is Graham Nucky continuing to try and confuse us by not having green on his car. There is the Iceman. Spencer Brown is driving a corn car tonight too. So we have two corn cars in the field. Kind of a corny joke. Better not let it get too hot out there. They might pop. Alright, I really should stop with these corn jokes. Everybody getting lined up for the start here. 7/8 of a mile, a very tricky short track for these guys. We'll see who comes out on top one more time around. Remember, they are running a reduced fuel load. 35 laps will be roughly when we see the pit stops. And is Garmy going to start some shenanigans? Nope, he's not starting shenanigans tonight. Remember, our points leader coming into tonight, Tyler Robertson, starting way back in 19th. So he'll have to make his way through this field here tonight. We'll see if he can get to the front back there as well. Mason Neal starting at the back, and he is always up in contention. He's third in points, tied with David Garman. Actually tied for second. Pace car dropping off. Green flag is in the air. They fire all 8 cylinders down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Garmin gets a good jump on Matt Stewart here. A little further back, things are getting a little dicey already. And the Iceman looks to make it 3 wide early. And we've got a wreck back behind. We've got a car sideways. Could not tell who it was. As they come 4 wide down the front straightaway, several cars had to check up. And we've got a car up in the wall. That is Michael Scruggs in the wall off turn 2. It looked like he might have caught the bump. Zach Bache was the car that got loose out of turn number 4 up into the wall. He managed to get that car corrected, going the right way again, but lost a ton of track position here. Meanwhile, David Garman out front, had a good jump, but Matt Stewart starting to close the gap already. Eddie Baker to third. Jonathan Wright is fourth. Brandon Vyers fifth, and Michael Whiting sixth. The Iceman already up to seventh. Burkhardt is eighth. Ninth is the birthday boy, Dakota Wilson, and Jim Johnson currently running in 10th. Tyler Robertson, points leader, started in the back there in the 24 car, already up to 15th, making his way forward very, very quickly. And he's looking underneath Graham Nucky for another position. And Jason Holder trying to hold him off, but here comes the 85 Kevin Martin, who started in 23rd, now up to 17th. Kevin Martin could be another one to watch here as the night goes on. He might be able to get back up to the leaders as well. David Garman, Matt Stewart staying single file, trying to open up a little bit of a gap. They've got half a second on Eddie Baker. Eddie Baker has 9/10 of a second on Jonathan Wright, and the big pack is another 1.2 seconds back as Michael Whiting leads him around in fifth. The Iceman, DJ Kenner, already up to sixth. And Tyler Robertson gets a little bit of Drew Warren there off into the turn. Drew gets it gathered up, but Tyler Robertson's going to get the run underneath. Great save by both drivers. Mason Neal, who started dead last in 25th. Another one making his way up. He is currently up to 16th. He's picked up 9 positions already, trying to get around Graham Nucky here. And making some power moves here down into turn number 1. He gets clear of Graham Nucky, now looking on the 66. Meanwhile, the top 3, Eddie Baker's actually started closing up on him, and they continue to extend that lead. From 3rd back to 4th is over a second now. Michael Whiting, DJ Kenner are currently running in 5th and 6th. And Kenner looking to the high side. Off turn 4, he has the run down the front straightaway. He is going to take 5th now after starting in 10th. Caution is out. Looks like Mason Neal involved. Oh, Mason drifted, or a car drifted up in front of Mason, caught the nose of him, and Mason catches the brunt of it. He gets back out on track, but a bit of a heartbreak for Mason. After charging forward, he had picked up a bunch of positions. As they all check up, they've been out there for 11 laps now. I guarantee you we're going to see everybody on pit road. Fortunately, it does not look like Mason Neal had any damage. Michael Scruggs involved in one of the earlier incidents. I stand corrected. Mason Neal does have some front end damage and some right front damage. He'll have to use a fast repair early to get that car back into contention. After making up over 10 spots, he's now almost back where he started. He's back to 23rd. David Garman staying out. Everybody else going to pit road. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. All right, let's see if we can find David Garman. Hey, Garman, this is Doug. You got me?
What's up, Doug?
What are you doing?
Oh, apparently not what everybody else is doing.
Well, you're up front. You guys were starting to run away already, so you definitely have a fast car. Do you have a chance at the win here tonight?
Not after this move that those guys pulled on me. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be a fun race to the end. I'm not going to pit now. I'm committed to this, so they're going to have to work their way around.
All right, man. Good luck, and we'll see how it comes out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Good luck, buddy.
See you, bud.
And David Garman kind of got caught on the short end of the stick there. And several cars picking up a lot of positions on this stop. Tyler Robertson has worked his way up to 10th now. Dakota Wilson up to 9th. Kevin Martin now up to 16th after starting 23rd. Michael Crocker struggling early, has a chance again. He is now up to 18th after starting 24th. And this gives several guys an opportunity here to figure things out if they were struggling. Let's see. Hey, Missile, this is Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hey, man, I am good. It's good to see you back. You've been out a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we went on the Rubicon and did some trail riding and had to get the Razor prepped, so iRacing suffered.
I hate it when that happens. Well, you seem to be holding your own out there. Are you going to be able to get to the front tonight?
Nope, not a chance. I'm not very good in these. I just have fun doing it and trying not to wreck people.
Well, it looks like you guys are having quite a bit of fun racing around each other out there.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun.
All right, man. Good luck tonight, and hopefully you'll get up closer to the lead.
That's the goal.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, there is Tom the Missile Land for you Missile fans. Garmin up front on old tires. Brandon Vyers came into pit road, comes out in second, and he is on fresh tires, even though it's only been 15 laps on those tires. David Garman may be about to get run over. He's going to have Eddie Baker right on the back bumper on this restart. Nathan Reynolds cheering on Brandon Vyers here tonight as they come out of turn number 2. They will go green this time by. Brandon might have his hands full trying to get around Garmin, but I think those fresh tires will overwhelm him in about a lap or two. He could probably get a good jump on it and hold the lead for a lap or so, but he's going to get run over here. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. Garmin did not take advantage and make an early jump. That's going to hurt him very, very quickly as they're 4 wide just behind. I cannot believe what I just saw. They went, and they're still battling. We've got some wiggling in the middle of the field. Patrick Coluccio right in the middle of that. Drew Warren was the car we saw going backwards. A lot of chaos in the middle. Oh, wrecking in turn 4. Caution. Michael Scruggs off track. Michael Scruggs comes up on this incident and just has nowhere to go. Let's take a look. Jason Holder is wicked loose into the turn, and the Missile right there with him. The 49 of Mason Neal gets caught. Everybody back there catches a piece of it. Eddie Baker now up to second place. And I think Brandon got a little loose early in the run and had to back out of it. He lost a couple of positions on that lap. Now back to 6th, but Eddie Baker now up there. And the question is, does Garmin come to pit road? Yes, Garmin is coming to pit road. There will be a lot of cars that were involved in that come to pit road as well. Eddie Baker now to the lead. Points leader Tyler Robertson will move up to 9th now. And Michael Crocker in the National HDD car is making his way forward steadily. And this is the first time we've seen him start way back. Michael Crocker, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Hey, man. Hey, the first question I have is, we're used to seeing you start much further up. Did you have problems in qualifying?
My car decided that it was a drift car during qualifying. I took every corner sideways.
That tends to happen at Iowa. I think they put corn oil on the track.
That makes sense. It's you know who it is. It's that dang corn car of Skylar Massey. It was leaking on the track. That's what it was.
You know what? We're going to blame that for everything now. You're a genius. Well, you managed to avoid the chaos happening around you. Your car's still really pretty, and you've already picked up several positions. What are your chances of getting up towards the front tonight?
Slim. I am not liking this track so far. I missed a lot of those wrecks. I kind of need a dude wipe after that. But yeah.
Well, you are coming to tonight 4th in place. A chance to get up here and make some points up would be good tonight.
It would be.
All right.
Hopefully I can just keep surviving wrecks and just, make my way up.
Well, you've been lucky so far. Rub the rabbit's foot again.
No kidding.
All right, man. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, as I mentioned, Michael Crocker comes into the night 4th in points and way back in 17th. And the guy right behind him, Eddie Baker, now in the lead. I was looking to see if I could pull Eddie Baker in, but I do not see him available. As they continue to pace around here, lights are still on the pace car. Jonathan Wright now up to 2nd, Matt Stewart 3rd, Michael Whiting is 4th, Brandon Vyers now 5th. The Iceman DJ Kenner is 6th. Dakota Wilson, the birthday boy, now up to 7th. Jim Johnson up to 8th. Tyler Robertson, our points leader, now up to 9th. And Graham Nucky in 10th. And it looks like they are stacking up for the restart. David Garman, after not pitting under that first caution, pits that time and now will restart 20th with slightly fresher tires. Although everybody behind him has been to pit road and they have fresher tires as well, we might see some guys, especially later in a green flag run, come to the front. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. Eddie Baker to the lead. Matt Stewart making a power move down on the bottom. And we've got a wiggle. Whiting got a tap from DJ Kenner. Graham Nucky trying to save the car. He had to back out of it and lost several positions. Back up front, they are just practically leaning on each other in these cup cars, and everybody getting loose. A little wiggle for everybody off turn 4. Zach Bache gets into a car, grabs the 91. Caution is out. I think that was Sean Crooks that he got into. Looked like Zach had one. Oh, Sean gets the outside wall. Zach tries to avoid him, gets into the missile. 3-car incident, bringing out the 3rd caution. And I will take partial responsibility. I did say in the pre-race, Iowa tends to be you get 1, maybe 2 early cautions, and then it goes green flag. And I've seen races go green to checkered here before in these cup cars, in trucks, and even in ARCA cars. But tonight, turning out to be a bit rough. These are some of the best drivers on iRacing, and Long, I will definitely, once we get some green flag laps in, I'll definitely ride along with Crocker. Skylar Massey back in 22nd, and we did hear rumor that he is leaking corn oil out of his car, although he was not the only car carrying corn on it. And a bunch of guys coming to pit road again. Trying to find the other car that was running corn on the paint scheme. I think it might be one of the cars that's currently coming. It is Spencer Brown. So it could be one or both of them. Let's ask Spencer. Hey, Spencer, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Got you, Doug.
Hey, man. A bit of a wild night, and you've caught a little bit of it so far.
Yeah, it's been a crazy night out here. We need to use that left foot a little bit more. I don't know if you heard Skylar yelling at people.
No, I missed that one, but I'm sure that was entertaining. Now, there was
it's always...
I'm sure there was a comment that Skylar might be leaking corn oil out of that corn car, but then we noticed you have corn on your car too. Are you guys leaking corn oil in an attempt to wreck out the other members of the field?
I want to say yes, but no. That's just Skylar trying to get more positions.
Oh, gotcha. All right, well, after that incident, are you going to be able to get back up towards the front tonight?
I'm hoping I'm going to keep her off the wall, keep her out of trouble, and just hope to make my way back up to the front. I feel like I got a strong car tonight.
All right, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully you do make it back to the front, buddy.
Thank you, Doug.
All right. Okay, let's see here. We're going to try and do this because apparently oh, yeah, I saw where Michael was right there in the mix. We'll have to try and save that as they line back up to go too wide. We'll have to try and look at it in the in-car from Crocker later on. But I am sure that that was an interesting view from his car. All right, everybody stacked back up. A lot of cars coming to pit road. I think a lot of guys taking the opportunity to get more fuel just in case. See how far they can stretch it. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. Matt Stewart and Eddie Baker lead them down, and Matt Stewart gets a heck of a jump this time. Mid-pack and a lot of activity, a lot of wiggling around a little further back. They were trying to get three wide there for a bit. And they are three wide down the front straightaways. The birthday boy, Dakota Will. Oh, they're three wide into one. And a little bit of a tap there. Some cars in trouble. Michael Crocker got another good view of that one, as Kevin Martin almost got into the wall through 1 and 2. Mason Neal struggling back there as well, trying to get through the field. And our points leader, Tyler Robertson, currently in 8th, looking out. Dakota Wilson caught a piece of the wall in turn 2. Now, Tyler Robertson now up to 6th. Last time by, though, Eddie Baker has the fastest lap so far of the race. And he is actually opening up a bit of a gap there. A lot of guys starting to settle in single file. And another car charging toward the front. Michael Crocker now up to 10th after starting 24th. Kevin Martin right behind him up to 11th. But Mason Neal takes that 11th spot on the high side. And they battle side. I'm sorry, Mason was on the bottom. Their cars are so similar. So Mason Neal now to the inside of Michael Crocker. These are two of the guys that started way back in the field, now battling for a top 10 spot as Mason Neal is going to take 10th. Points leader Tyler Robertson now up to 6th and looking for 5th place from Jonathan Wright. And as we go around, let's go ahead and take a ride with as we get in Michael Crocker's car down into turn number 1. He's hanging on the bottom line there. Down the back straightaway, you hear him have to get out of the gas fairly early. He gains a lot of speed. Has to be careful, and he has to feather it a little bit up off of turn 4 to make sure he doesn't spin the car. Everybody has to be extremely careful with the gas up off of turn 4 as they get side by side, and he's got Dakota Wilson in his sights right in front of him. And Michael Scruggs involved in an incident just a moment ago. Not sure what happened to Scruggs. He ends up down on the infield and just stops the car. "38 laps in, it's going to be hard to tell when some of these guys need some green flag stops. I would expect to see some of them starting in about 7 to 8 laps, as our first caution came at lap 10. Some of the guys started towards the back of the field on that last restart after going in for tires. Patrick Coluccio making his way up. He's in 12th. David Garman now up to 13th. Tom the Missile Land caught in a couple of incidents already tonight. He's still charging forward up to 15th. And Kevin Martin, we saw him hit the wall earlier. He's still moving forward. Zach Beisch, another one that struggled early, got caught in one of the early incidents, and is starting to make his way back towards the front as well. Meanwhile, Eddie Baker still up front, but Matt Stewart starting to close back in on Eddie Baker here. The Iceman cometh too. He is in 3rd and closing back up. Right now, it's all about the tires. Who's getting the best tire wear, making their tires last the longest, and who can get the best fuel run. These are some of the guys that stopped at the lap 10 caution. They'll need to pit. They'll be the first to pit as Eddie Baker got a little loose off turn 4. Matt Stewart right to the back bumper. Matt Stewart now looking to the inside into turn number 3. Can't quite get there yet, but he got that bottom line, and Eddie Baker clears him. And now Iceman DJ Kenner looking on the high side right behind him. Tyler Robertson now takes 6th place. Our points leader, the dominant driver the first couple of weeks of this season, is now up to 6th, looking for 5th here. And it would be a truly impressive feat if Tyler can pull off the win from 20th tonight. Jonathan Wright currently running in 5th place. Mason Neal, another one that started way in the back in 25th, is battling side by side. He's trying to take 5th too. Either one of these two cars, the 49 or the 24, both started so far back. If they can pull off a win tonight, it would just be awesome. That would be one heck of a run for these guys. Eddie Baker now under attack by everybody. He had opened up a lead on the restart. And now he has everybody to his back bumper as DJ Kenner now up to second. Off into turn number 3, and they are still battling for every position. The top 4 are right there under a blade. Oh, Matt Stewart gets a wall. DJ Kenner now looking to the high side. And he's got the run down into turn number 3. Michael Whiting right there with him. And Mason Neal, Matt Stewart, Tyler Robertson right there. Matt Stewart has recovered from hitting the wall and back up to speed now. And we should start seeing some guys pull in just any time. Meanwhile, the Iceman DJ Kenner takes the lead off turn 4 and already opening up a bit of a lead. Off into turn 1, he already has 4/10 of a second. And they are side by side everywhere behind him as Mason Neal going for third on Michael Whiting. Tyler Robertson back in 6th. Oh, Matt Stewart way loose off turn 4 still. Surprised to see this late in the run that car being that loose up off the turn. Caution! Patrick Coluccio. And it was just as Brandon Vyers was going to pit road. And Coluccio just loses it there. Trying to see who the other car was. That was Brandon McLaughlin who got into the side of Coluccio. Had nowhere to go. And now we will see every car on pit road. Here they come. Everybody on pit road this time. Nobody stays out except the lap cars. Jason Holder gets the wave around. He'll now be back to the lead lap. Should see him on pit road momentarily. And who's going to be the first off of pit road? DJ Kenner's off. Mason Neal comes off second. Eddie Baker comes off third. Matt Stewart is fourth. Michael Whiting is fifth. And let's see. Kind of curious where Skylar Massey is running at the moment. He is running in 19th. Graham Nucky having a great run tonight. He is in 14th. At the caution, he was in 11th, so starting to make his way forward. Jason Holder now to the top 10. Crocker now to 8th. Tyler Robertson in 6th. But Mason Neal, what a run he is having. He started 25th, dead last, up to 2nd. And he drove his way all the way up to 2nd tonight. Unfortunately, I don't believe we have access to talk to Mason. But I know he's listening. Heck of a run, Mason. Had some problems in qualifying. Did not get as good a run as he wanted and starting dead last. But, man, what a charge to the front. Tyler Robertson, another one that has charged his way to the front. Michael Crocker, another one. We've got 3 guys in the top 10 that have picked up 14 or more positions in the first half of this race. Kevin Martin has picked up 6 positions so far tonight. And the Iceman leading the field, DJ Kenner, has started back in 10th and has made his way to first. Oh, Brian Mansfield is cheering on Matt Stewart tonight. He is not cheering for Graham Nucky. Oh, we'll have to talk. If we get another caution, we're going to have to talk to Graham about that. That's just, boy, Graham's going to be upset. All right, they stack back up side by side. Lights are out on the pace car. Matt Stewart currently running in 4th. He has had an up and down kind of night. He's been in the wall, gotten loose several times, managed to hold on to it, and managed to hold on to that top 5 spot so far. Now Tyler Robertson, the points leader, right there with this lead group. It's going to get interesting at the front. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air, down and away. DJ gets a really good start. He's got the 49 of Mason Neal up on the high side, and he's got a little bit of a run on Eddie Baker. Further back in the field, they are still side by side, and way in the back, they're 3 wide coming off turn 2. Everybody sorts it out for the moment. Spencer Brown wisely backed out of the middle of that 3 wide situation. Up front, DJ Kenner holding the lead. They're trying to get 4 wide behind him, 3 wide off into 1. And Tyler Robertson just goes by. Beginning to think Tyler Robertson has more horsepower than anybody else. That boy can drive. Robertson now to 3rd. Mason Neal in 2nd. Tyler Robertson had the fastest lap of the race last time and the fastest. Caution! Patrick Coluccio again. Oh, Coluccio just drifts up, collects the 18. It is so slippery. I think he might have caught, and the 81 gets caught in it again. Jason Holder having a rough one. And Brandon McLaughlin getting caught in that as well. And everybody pitted last time. They've only had a couple of green flag laps. Whatever DJ Kenner does is probably going to determine what the rest of the field does here. Tyler Robertson fakes to pit road. Nobody follows. Nobody's falling for that one. All right. Well, we said if we got another caution. Kevin Coleman cheering on Mason Neal. And, yeah. Hey, Graham, this is Doug. You got me?
Who?
Hey, Graham, you got me?
Yeah, mate.
Hey, man. Hey, I have some upsetting news I needed to relay to you.
Yeah, okay, go for it.
Brian Mansfield is cheering on Matt Stewart tonight.
Are you serious?
Yeah?
Oh. Well, I'm not sure what sort of a business partner this guy wants to be. But I'll take my sperm elsewhere now.
I am so glad you shared that with me.
You're welcome, mate. You're welcome.
Well, you're having a good run so far. Hopefully you can get up front and show Brian Mansfield who the boss is tonight.
Look, I'm really just trying to get through. It seems to be a little bit of impatience with a few boys, but we've still got another 40 laps. I just want to hopefully be near the top 10 near the end and see where we end up.
All right, man. Well, you're definitely got the stuff for it tonight. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, Dougie.
There you go, Mansfield. Oh. Graham Nucky. All right. As they run, DJ Kenner is up front. Mason Neal is second. Tyler Robertson is third. Eddie Baker is in fourth. Matt Stewart currently running in fifth. Michael Whiting is sixth. Michael Crocker now up to seventh. Dakota Wilson, the birthday boy, he is in eighth. And hey, drop a happy birthday for Dakota in the chat if you don't mind. Brian Burkhart ninth, and Garmin now up to 10. Jim Johnson 11th, Drew Warren 12th, Tom the Missile Land is in 13th, Graham Nucky 14th, Kevin Martin is 15th, Zach Bache currently runs in 16th, Brandon Vyers 17th, Skylar Massey 18th, Brandon McLaughlin 19th, 20th is Jonathan Wright, Spencer Brown, Sean Crooks, and Jason Holder 21st through 23rd, Patrick Coluccio still on pit road. And it looks like Michael Scruggs is out. Pace car will drop off this time by. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Only cars on pit road last time were the guys that were damaged. Nobody else came in for tires and fuel. Everybody's still on the same equipment as the last restart. And Mason Neal on the high side looking for first from DJ. Both of them pushing hard. Neither of them gets loose, though. They both managed to hold it. Mason Neal to the lead for the first time. Started last all the way to first. DJ Kenner fighting back, but here comes points leader Tyler Robertson on the outside.
I join you up here?
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, buddy. I wrecked out. I'm done.
I was wondering about that, man. It was a rough night for you.
Yeah, it just didn't go my way tonight. I don't like this track anyway, so let's just watch this race and enjoy. I'll just follow your lead. Go ahead, man.
All right, and it looks like Tyler Robertson on the high side of DJ Kenner. And did you hear that Brian Mansfield is cheering on Matt Stewart tonight and not Graham?
You should have heard the Discord for that one.
I'm sure that was funny. Michael Crocker is continuing. He's still in the top 10 and 8th, but here comes David Garman, who back on the same tire strategy as everybody else after that first stop and kind of messing up his tire strategy.
Yeah, I mean, he's been quick, though. He walked by me like I was sitting, so David's coming with a head of steam. Crocker's making good movement, too. That's good to see.
Yeah, Crocker has definitely been, and he has avoided a lot of chaos tonight, so he's having a good run. I was a bit surprised to see Matt Stewart struggling earlier. A couple of times he got really loose, manages to save it, and a couple of times he got the wall.
Yeah, right now they're playing the fuel game right now. They're trying to see it. They're wondering if they can make it or not. They're deciding if they can. I think everyone pitted that time through. to see if they can make it. And we got contact between Mason and DJ.
DJ and Mason in the wall as Tyler Robertson got loose off 4. Caution is out. Holy crap.
Well, this is going to make it really interesting at the end.
Yeah, and I think from this point, everybody can make it on fuel. Fuel strategy is a non-issue if everybody stops. Looks like DJ caught they were both going on the high side. DJ caught the bump and bumped up into Mason on that one. And a bit of a heartbreak for Mason coming from last to battling for the lead.
Yeah, Mason's he'll work his way back up there. He's still got time, and he'll probably be able to scavenge a top 10 out if there's no more caution. So yeah, it looks like DJ hit that bump there and just got up into Mason and nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's a tough place to hit that bump. Tyler Robertson manages to sneak by on the bottom. Even after getting loose at a turn 4 and sliding down to the bottom of the track, he kept the car going the right way the whole time, and here we are. He is currently in the lead.
Ooh, what we got here? Yeah, right now, watch out for Eddie, man. Eddie, Dakota's been quick too this year, so Dakota might make a move for it.
Eddie has been lurking in the top 3 most of the race. I would not be surprised to see him battle for the lead. Tyler Robertson staying out. And
actually, tires. I think everyone's pitting for tires here. How about you, Doug?
Oh, yeah. These guys, you got to get tires. If one comes, they all come, and we saw what happened to Garmy earlier when he did not take tires. If he hadn't gotten a quick caution, he would have gotten plowed through.
Oh, yeah, he would have been driven right by. He would have been a rolling chicane. All right, Doug, what are you thinking here?
Well, now that Tyler is stuck out there, and I think Jonathan Wright might have taken 2 tires. Based on his... I'm watching some of these pit times. Wow. I think it's going to depend on who comes off pit road with 4 fresh tires next, and the first one back up off is Eddie Baker.
Yep, Whiting's there, Mason's there. Okay.
Mason should be fully repaired. He is not. Yep, Mason's 100% again. Michael Whiting in 6th. David Garman now up to 7th. Dakota Wilson 8th. Stewart 9th. And Crocker back to 10th. Yeah, this is going to get interesting because everybody that's now in the top 10 has been coming through the field rather quickly. And Mason Neal back in 5th place. I fully expect to see that car back up battling for the lead.
Yeah, I would say watch out for Burkhart. Burkhart's been coming on strong here in the last bit of this race.
And DJ is going to restart in 23rd after that incident.
Ooh, he'll get through the back of that pretty quickly. DJ's just so good on short tracks. So I think he'll be able to get through the field pretty quickly.
Now, how many laps do you think it takes to get around Tyler here?
Depends on what they want to do for the tires. If they want to burn them up, I think they'll do it in about 10. If they're going to save and just try and see how quickly it equals out, then they're going to just wait.
Well, everybody could go 30 plus on tire or on a tank of fuel. I believe the math was about 35, so they're all good from here except for Tyler.
Yeah, but I mean, we saw last week that we thought Harrison wasn't going to be able to make it, and he made it. So, we'll see what pays off.
It's going to get very interesting. I think the strategy, Tyler Robertson's got to have something up his sleeve here to be making this, making that bold choice. But who knows? He is the points leader, so he came in tonight with a 16-point lead over Garmin. So, or I should say over Garmin and Mason. So he's got a little wiggle room to play with here.
Garmin's been really quick in the corners. Actually, Drew's been quick. Drew Warren's been quick too, so watch out for him. But I think it's going to come down to Mason, Tyler, and I'm not going to count Whiting out, and Garmin.
And yeah, I think Eddie Baker will be the spoiler in that group if it comes down to that. Of course, any incident on track could change everything, and seeing Tyler make a mistake really for the first time this season, well, getting loose off turn 4 actually helped him avoid that wreck, but then not pitting for tires this time, that could kill him.
It could. Well, like we both have said, we'll see though. I mean, he's crazier things happened last week. And I know this track's a lot different than last week, but we'll find out here.
Yeah, definitely. All right, lights are out. They are stacked back up, and here we go for another interesting restart. And that first lap coming off turn 4, how many people were screaming and yelling, "Oh crap, I'm loose"?
Honestly, not as many as you think. It was more like, "What's going on? What the hell? Why? Whoa!" And no one went on like the first 3 restarts. So we were all trying to play like a game of, okay, who's gonna go win? What's going on? Watch Graham on this restart though. He's been sending it high. So.
I noticed a few cars that are starting to send it a little high, trying to get everything they can as the green flag drops, and the 04 of Jonathan Wright now on the high side. Looked like he had a run briefly on Tyler, but couldn't make it stick. Out of turn 2, and I see somebody coming forward, and that is the 44 of Michael Whiting. Clears a bunch of traffic up to 4th, and now trying to run down Eddie Baker.
Yep, and here comes Dakota and Mason. Garmin's on his move too. Burkhart's coming back.
And look who just sent it through the high side all the way up to 7th. Crocker back in this after restarting 10th, and a mess behind them as they goes 3 wide further back.
It's hairy here the first few laps after a restart. As you've been seeing, you're going to see the guys break up here in about groups of 4, and I haven't been able to see what the leaders have been able to do, but you're going to start seeing them break off here.
I'm impressed that Crocker is holding off Garmin and Stewart and has been moving through on some of these short track guys that you'd expect to see run away with it, but he's been staying with them. 25 laps to go. He's still got plenty of time to get his car up to the front as he's actually gaining on Mason.
Yeah, like I said, I think they're saving their stuff. Oh, yellow's out.
And it looks like Jason Holder went off track. Let's see
what happened here.
Oh, I think he snapped loose and tried to save it. Let's rewind it just a hair here and see if he had any.
It looks like him and Tom made contact, and then he got loose again and went off. And and then Tom was the victim.
Oh, and yeah, Tom just barely taps him. He actually had it saved for about half the turn, and then Tom gets collected by it as well. The missile been caught in every other incident. Not every incident, but about every other incident collects Tom Land tonight.
Yeah, he has been having some tough luck. And he's been quick here recently too, and we all know Tom's quick when he gets a clean race with him. It's not saying a lot of it's his fault, but when he gets a clean race, he's pretty quick.
Yeah, and let's see if Tyler comes to pit road with these cautions. That might be his strategy with the cautions. That extends his fuel mileage. He may very well be able to make it with this one.
I think he will. Kevin Martin's moving up a bit too. There we go. Sorry, I'm just bouncing around a little bit. Kevin's up to 15th. I think Whiting's he's in the preferred line here in the corner, I think. So I think Whiting's might be able to put some pressure on him, and Mason's up on the high side too.
And and Crocker has been extremely good on the restarts as well. So he's another one that with him and Mason there, they've got Dakota right in front of him, and Dakota's struggled a little bit on restarts getting up to speed, especially coming out of turn 2 on that first lap. It could be very interesting to see if these two guys go flying by him and get to Whiting here, but the real question is going to become, can Tyler Robertson hold them off on those older tires?
I think if he can make them work a little bit, I think he'll be able to let them, like I said earlier, make them balance out a little bit. I think he'll definitely be able to do it.
Well, he has definitely stretched that car to the limit more than once this season. So if anybody can do it, it's the 24 car.
Oh, most definitely. Zach Bashan moved up a lot. Look at him.
You know, Zach, I talked to him earlier in the week before the truck race, and he really struggles on asphalt, but he might have gotten some good pointers from a helpful kind of guy for short track racing that might be helping him out here a little bit.
Yeah, it might be. DJ's moving up too. DJ's on the up move. These might help him out.
Yeah,
cautions.
He picked up 6 spots since the restart. He's back up to 18th now, so things could get very interesting. this restart, if he can get a good run, he might be able to pick up a couple spots on that first lap and then just start doing what Tyler Robertson did and Mason Neal did, 1 or 2 a lap, and he'll be back up to the front before you know it.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting last about 15 laps. About 25, about 20, about what, 22 laps? 18 laps? Sorry, 18 laps?
Yeah, it should be about 18 once
we go green.
Yeah, I think. Nope, lights are still on the pace car. Nope, they're getting, okay, so next time by they'll get 1 to green. Tyler Robertson in the lead. Jonathan Wright up to 2nd. Eddie Baker 3rd. Michael Whiting 4th. Dakota Wilson up to 5th. The birthday boy going for the win today. Mason Neal 6th. Michael Crocker 7th. Matt Stewart is 8th. Garmy is 9th. And Brian Burkhart, as you mentioned, back up in the top 10. And Burkhart went backwards really early and dropped out of the top 15 for a while. Managing to get himself back in the top 10 is pretty impressive.
Yeah, he got a little loose, and as we all know, Burkhart's quick in just about anything you put him in. He's a really consistent driver. So, and he picks up on tracks really quickly. So, Brian is he's a dark horse. I'm still watching out for Jim Johnson though. He loves this track, and the last couple of races we've had here, he's been close. He's been close to winning it.
You know, there is a rumor that the 96 and the 95 both have corn on their car and might be leaking corn oil on the track to cause some cautions and give himself an advantage. You got any comment on that?
I have no comment on what my teammate's doing and what he's not doing.
Somehow I knew you'd say something along those lines.
well, Skylar passed them, and he's like, oh, mental note, lap 30. Take picture of corn cars.
That would be the thought that crosses Skylar's mind in the middle of a race.
Not even worried about how far back he is. He's just like, mental note.
Take picture. That's funny. All right, pace car coming out of turn number 4. He'll drop back onto pit road, and we will go green again. Probably the most yellow flags we've seen all season. Green is in the air.
Matt Stewart going high. Mason Neal moves up a little bit. Burkhardt trying to follow there.
I'm surprised to see this many guys going high up into turn 1, and DJ Kenner goes up the middle 3 wide, gets a tap from the 95. They both manage to keep it straight, but they both go backwards.
Oh, Dakota and Crocker made a little contact there.
And
Crocker's still loose. Crocker saves it.
4 wide on the front straightaway. What? You just don't go 4 wide. And they're going to try 4 wide into the corner. Crocker's holding on to the bottom.
Here comes Jim Johnson, though.
Holy cow. These guys are 17 laps to go. They're going for it here. The front guys are all single file at the moment. This is the show right now. It's going to be who comes out on top of this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, looks like Jim got into the wall. Might have gotten to the wall a little bit there. But Matt Stewart and Burkhart racing real hard there.
And Burkhart making his way forward. He's got Crocker right there with him. And getting a little side-by-side is Mason Neal trying to close down on Michael Whiting.
Here comes DJ.
Back up.
DJ's right behind Drew.
And Garmin's in the wall. Oh, Garmin manages to save it. He almost came down to DJ. Manages to hold on to it. But Garmin up in the wall, and he's in the wall again in 3 and 4. Is Iceman going to be able to take advantage of the chaos here in front of him?
Probably. He's gonna set up Drew here. I think he's gonna get a run here and maybe try and go high. Oh, he's gonna keep it low. Okay. Oh, yeah. GJ sending it into the corner.
Drew drifts up, and Garmin loses his little bit of a run there. Right in front of Crocker, Zach Bache and Jim Johnson side by side. It looked like Jim got really loose off of turn 4 last time.
DJ got loose, and he is now in the back. Got loose in the front stretch there, coming through the tri-oval.
Let's see what happened. He went off the track completely. pushing on the bottom for everything he could get. Just locks up the brakes to keep it straight. Gets through the grass, hits the asphalt, and gets going again. But that is DJ's chances for the win over. Meanwhile, Tyler Robertson, 1 second lead already.
Wow.
And the battle for about third through fifth is just heating up, and Dakota Wilson back there in sixth. He's got a run going off into turn one, but on the bottom, Eddie Baker in fifth, still trying to get around Jonathan Wright.
Yeah, Mason's starting to. Looks like Mason's starting to close a little bit of the gap there on Mike. Well, if Mason can get by him in time, can he close the gap on Tyler?
1 second from Mason to Tyler, and it looks like the tires for Tyler are starting to go away as these guys. Tyler had a 1 second lead just a moment ago. Whiting has closed it down to half a second, and it is closing very, very quickly.
Yeah, Mike's one of the. He's a finesse driver, man. He when he smells blood, he's gonna go get it.
Well, he is definitely doing it as coming down the front at the start-finish line, 0.2 of a second. He is looking to the inside through 1 and 2, and Mason Neal is lurking.
Yeah, if one of these two messes up, Mason's going to be there to take advantage of it, and Tyler is giving him a little bit of room, maybe expecting Mike to push a little hard.
Probably hoping that Michael will get loose on the bottom, but he just does not. And once these two get side by side, it's definitely going to benefit Mason Neal. He is still in this thing. 8 laps to go. And Eddie Baker lurking in fourth. He is only 1 second behind this battle. So anything can happen at this point. Eddie Baker could be in this mess in a lap or two, as now they are completely side by side in 3 and 4.
I was literally about to say Eddie Baker's closing in. And Mike Whiting takes the lead.
Oh my goodness, and he just passed him like he was standing still. If Tyler Robertson's tire's gone away enough that these guys are going to come flying by him.
Yeah, it's looking like it right now. I think Mason's going to wait a second and just wait for, there it is, there's the move.
And Eddie Baker following him through, he's going to try and take third here. Eddie Baker's going to have it.
Tyler Robertson's fighting for everything he's got right now.
He is... I guarantee he's regretting not pitting right now. He had one of the faster cars on the track, came from the back, just like Mason Neal. But if Mason Neal pulls off the win tonight, even a second place finish is something he's got to cheer for, because starting 25th and coming to second's impressive. But if he closes in on Michael Whiting and gets the win here, that would be a truly impressive feat.
It would be. I don't think... It's possible, but the way Mike drives these things and the way Mike drives in short tracks, it's going to be hard.
Keeping about even at 0.6 of a second, no gain, no loss for either of them. Off into turn 3, though, Mason Neal goes to the high side. He lost a little bit of ground. We'll see if he has the momentum up off of turn 4. And, yep, he loses a little bit of time on entry to turn 3 and regains a lot of time off turn 4. He's chipping away, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. And now he's going to have to deal with Eddie Baker.
Yeah, I think Eddie might let him have it, though. You never know. They're teammates, so we don't know what's going on what the plan was for this. But it looks like Eddie's going to push it there on Mason, and that's just going to give Mike the chance to pull away.
Michael Whiting now has 0.75 of a second lead with 3 laps to go. He just can coast from here and get it. Tyler Robertson still holding on to 4th place. It looks like he'll be able to hold on to that top 5 easily and won't lose a oh no, he went way high into turn 3, almost got the wall. Wow.
And he's got, yeah, there is some racing going on. I don't think Jim and David have been separated since we turned to the lead.
Nope, Jim Johnson, David Garman still battling for 10th and 11th place there. Matt Stewart, Dakota Wilson, and Michael Crocker, these 3 guys have been racing around each other all night inside the top 10. They're battling for 7th, 8th, and 9th. White flag is in the air for Michael Whiting.
I think this will be Mike's first or second win in the league.
And Mason Neal is about to lose second. Eddie Baker to the inside on the final lap. Off into turn number 3. Michael Whiting's got it in the bag, but which one of these guys will it be at the line? It's going to be close. It's going to be Mason Neal second. Eddie Baker comes home third. Tyler Robertson saves it in fourth. Brian Burkhart is fifth. Jonathan Wright, Dakota Wilson, Michael Crocker, Matt Stewart, and David Garman rounding out the top 10.
Wow. Garmin got back by Jim. Great race.
And Tyler Robertson does extend his points lead over Garmin but Mason Neal will pick up some points and start to close that gap.
That was an awesome race. Thanks for having me up here, Doug.
Hey, my pleasure, Coluccio. Have fun, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna go celebrate with the boys.
Good luck.
Yep, thanks, Doug. Good job.
You too. All right, let's see if we can talk to Mr. Michael Whiting here. Oops. Michael Whiting, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Doug, I do.
Hey, man, congratulations. What a win.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a lot of fun, though. Those guys, they all raced clean, and we were just able to get it done.
Well, you definitely had your hands full. A couple of times you got outside the top 10, but managed to work your way back through a lot of traffic and a lot of chaos to get the win.
Yeah, there was a lot of close racing. I thought we had a pretty good long run car. I was kind of surprised that it come to us there at the end so quickly. But it was just a lot of fun.
Well, great pit strategy tonight, too, and definitely a great run. And Coluccio said this might be your only second or third win.
Recently, I won quite a bit in the asphalt in the last 6 months. But yeah, this is pretty much my bread and butter is the asphalt stuff. So the league has gotten a lot tougher here in the last 3 to 4 months, though. So I'll take this. This is a good win for me.
All right, man. Congratulations. Go celebrate. You definitely earned it tonight.
Thank you very much, Doug.
All right, second place, Mason Neal. Hey, Mason, you got me?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, man, good. Heck of a run, starting in 25th, dead last. Came through a ton of chaos, avoided a lot of stuff, got caught in a wreck, took the front end off your car, and still come back for second place.
I honestly wish I had words. I got caught up in that first incident there at I think with the 19 car at the beginning of the race, and I put fresh tires on. I think it let me scoot through the field. I got all the way up to second. I was about to take the lead when that yellow flew, so that was really nice. And then we got caught. Tyler, DJ, and I got caught battling 3 wide there, and I'm not sure what happened, but managed to somehow come back from that and keep it up front.
Well, it was a heck of a job, and you and Eddie Baker, it got really close there at the end.
Yeah, Eddie's, I don't know if you've noticed, Eddie's one of my teammates. So we were talking, I'm like, Eddie, do you want to go? Do you not? I'm like, well, we're not catching Mike, so let's race it out. So we were he was trying to throw some sliders there at the end, and it was pretty fun.
Well, that was definitely fun to watch you guys come into the line like that, but heck of a second place finish, man. Congratulations.
Yep. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
Oh, and here's a little note. You and Garmin were tied for second in points coming into tonight. You'll actually get way ahead of Garmin and close the gap on Tyler.
Awesome. Where did Garmin finish?
10th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that works out with the drop nights, because you get 2 drop nights in points. So it'll make it interesting.
It definitely...
We got Daytona next week, so anything will happen. So
That's true. Well, good luck at Daytona.
Yep, thank you.
All right, and Eddie Baker coming home third. Let's see. Hey, Eddie, you got me?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, heck of a run all night. You had a cheering section, and it looked like a couple of times you might walk away with this one.
Yeah, I thought I was sitting pretty good there at the end, and then that last restart, starting on the bottom, I lost a lot of time going into turn 1, and Michael was able to get on the outside and get by me, and then it was a battle of the teammates there for a little while too. With three of the WFO cars had a good time there.
Well, you and Mason definitely had a good time on that last couple of laps, side by side, and some really close racing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Definitely got some sore arms after that. Short tracks aren't really my thing, but I'm glad we were able to make a good finish out of it.
Definitely a good finish. Looking at the points, you were 2 points behind Michael Crocker coming into tonight, so you'll pick up some positions or some points there. Should actually move up into fourth and close the gap on David Garman, who moves to third as your teammate secures second.
That's good. That's what I like to hear. We got 2 good tracks for me coming up next couple of weeks, so hopefully we can put this thing in the victory circle for a little while.
Now, you and Mason have plans as teammates for how you're going to run Daytona?
Well, we got a 4-car team going here. We got it's me, Tyler, Mason, and JD. We got all the cars in the top 10 tonight. So hopefully we can get together, link up, keep our noses clean at Daytona, and have some fun.
All right, man. Good luck and congratulations, man. A heck of a run there at the end.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate you.
All right, that was our top 3 from Iowa, and now we hop the jet over to Knoxville, and it is time to go dirt tracking again. They will unload the limited late models at Knoxville. We will be back with that in just a moment. Stick around, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.